Hello and welcome back to the Drake Stormcloud channel where I'll be playing Pokemon Sword in my collab with Ryu no Kage. I am sending the stream together invite and I'm going to hop into Discord and send a call over to him. Okay. I also have some water boiling for some tea.
Ah, it's one of those days, huh?
Well, yeah, I figured this would actually be better than a voice channel in Discord.
Perhaps.
And collab chat. There we go. I have most of my Pokemon up to level 67.
So you're way ahead of me in that regard because I'm pretty busy most of the time.
I also changed up Robotnik's moveset finally from the crap that they had before. Uh, you want to know what I did?
Hmm.
I kept Psychic and Calm Mind, but I added Energy Ball and Bug Buzz.
Oh, there you go.
You want to know what the secondary effect of all of the damaging moves is?
Special defense debuff.
Yes, very Robotnik.
Well,
Water.
you know what they say: the more, the merrier. I had to. Or get a load of this.
And there we go.
But anyway,
Okay. And with that, everything is more or less set.
I'm just going to grind in the meantime because I've got lots of work, lots of catching up to do because it's like I said, I'm pretty busy throughout the week, so I haven't really been able to do anything until literally a couple hours ago.
Ah, that tends to happen, says the person that doesn't have to work.
Must must be nice. It's an expensive hobby, I know, but it's like, well, you gotta pay for it somehow.
Well, I mean, it's getting worse because of individual companies trying to bunch or push the price of games up just to.
Isn't that the
What
truth?
was the wording of it?
Capitalism?
No, no, no. There was something that a certain CEO of a company that we shouldn't mention during our current collab said about the $80 games.
Somebody also pointed out though that back in the day, apparently today, like Super Mario Brothers would be worth around $70 to $80 now.
Yes, but even with inflation, minimum wage has not increased.
No, it has not. Ah, yes. I got stuck with in this uh in this max raid, I got stuck with Martin.
Uh, That could be worse, I suppose.
Well, once we gain access to the DLC areas, the NPCs that show up are not as bad.
Honestly, my Eternatus is neutral nature.
Ah,
What about yours?
but I haven't checked it.
I mean, having a
I am going to
freaking
use the Doge, of course, in the post game once we get it,
fair.
because it's kind of set up to where you have to use it. Well, it's suggested that you do. Mine is an attack boosting nature, but speed lowering. So not great. It's a brave nature.
I got the
not
better
great.
one. And my freaking Hatterena is impish nature.
If it were the other way around, like if I got timid Eternatus, yeah, that would be very, very good.
Yeah, it would be. It would also make for funny memes.
Yes. This Eldritch Horror is very timid.
How does the post game start again?
Um, where?
Yeah, where?
I don't. Oh yeah, the Slumbering Weald.
Oh, so you do have to go back into there. Okay. So until we do that, nothing will cause any cutscenes or anything, aside from the Charmander.
Right.
And it's set up to where you have to use the legendary Pokemon you're given in the Isle of Armor.
Yeah.
True.
It's it is set up when it comes to Kubfu because the entire story revolves around it.
Exactly. So that is going to be a legendary we have. And one Pokemon per area of the thing, as it's divided like the Wild Zone.
What about the Cantonian starter?
That's the thing. I'm thinking we don't use it because our encounter for the dojo itself is Cub Fu.
That's true. That's a fair point.
And we still pick one and we will train it up. And I'm thinking of trying to get my streaming account on my family plan with my relatives. And then I can actually battle you. So once we go through all the DLC, we take the Pokemon we've encountered throughout it, build a team out of them with the obligatory limit of two legendaries being the two that are story related.
Yeah.
And we have a battle.
I agree. That would be a good way to end it off.
Because so far you're the faster trainer, whereas I am the more successful.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, Revive Scumming had to happen because that's what happens when you underestimate a champion trainer, I guess.
Yeah, it kind of is. I mean, you didn't have the luck that I did in getting a Gastrodon.
Yeah.
The slug is the key.
It also helps that it's one of the best type combinations in the series.
And it has one of the best moveset possibilities ever. I have one complaint, and that's that it's an adamant nature.
Oof.
I will fix it. We get mints
Oh
eventually,
yeah, we
right?
have access. We have access to the mints now. If you want to do that,
Oh, where are they anyway?
you have to buy them in the battle tower.
Oh, right.
I should be good after I fight this G-Max Scorch.
Eh, I pressed the wrong button. I'm going to switch it over so that people can watch me explore the battle tower a bit. Oh, wait. Does the battle tower count as a separate encounter?
Oh yeah, that's right. No, I don't think so.
Well, we didn't
It's
get one
it
in
would be
Winden
it would be
anyway.
an encounter and it would be an encounter in Winden, which is like we did not get one
Okay.
because I forgot about Type Null and Savali.
Oh, you ruined the surprise for the viewers.
Sorry.
Where are you?
People often ask, it's like,
There you
what's the
are.
point of the reset of the guide that says let's make the Pokemon competitively viable? There are some moves that the Pokemon should not be able to know. And this is to check that. Of course, only a few times has that happened. Like, for example, the legendary birds, if you send them in from not Coliseum, Gale or Darkness, they will know extra sensory, which is impossible.
Now, I want to point out to anyone that doesn't know about it. First of all, look at Type Null's neck area, the base of the RKS system that limits it. And if the name wasn't enough, and the form wasn't enough, and the symbol there wasn't enough, Type Null is an attempt similar to Mewtwo in creating an ultimate Pokemon, whereas the inspiration was Arceus. The insectoid like
Yes.
legs, the bestial legs, the fish fin
Also, it's
tail.
called the RKS system, Arceus.
Yes, that's what I just said.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to name this imitation god. Hmm. I'm going to name it Paul.
Paul. Oh yeah, that makes sense. The Apostle Paul.
Not even that, just a simple, basic name.
Yeah,
Add to
that has
party.
some religious sentiment.
Well, some, yeah. Oh, Betty has a scope lens. Send it to the box as is. Alright, and we received memories. You know, what's funny though? Type Null got the fairy type before Arceus did.
Yes, yes, it did. Because even though the Pixie Plate was accessible, Arceus was not until the namesake game, Legends Arceus.
Now let's see. Paul starts off at level 50. I'm going to be doing a bit of grinding to get its friendship up. I think I have a Soothe Bell. Because this little guy evolves with friendship. It trusts you to be able to. I don't have a Soothe Bell. It trusts you to be able to use its power even with how it can't control it.
The other thing too that points it at being a clone of Arceus, I believe its stats are, it's like 95 straight across or something like that.
I don't have a Soothe Bell.
Where do you even get it? I don't remember.
Well, I got Electric Seed over by the Battle Tower. I think I have to remove Eternatus from the team to do the Battle Tower, though, don't I?
No, it doesn't matter.
Huh. Okay. I'm going to switch Betty out, or pull out for Betty again, real quick.
There is a you go into if I recall correctly, you go into the initial battles as is. It's only when you do the first batch of battles that's when it matters.
Okay. Well, I'm going to do some Battle Tower battles and get some points to buy the mints I need.
It was fun to bum rush it with Zacian though.
Yeah.
That Pokemon's unfair. It is
Single
so
battles.
powerful.
My team, yes. Ace, Greta, and Eternatus as my third.
Zacian is the second Pokemon to enter the category of anything goes. The first was, well, Mega Rayquaza.
Because Shinron.
Yeah.
Okay, a Steel and Fairy type, I am switching out for Greta because this is, one, it is a Pikachu trainer here, and two, Mawile.
This was the generation they removed its Mega Evolution, and then it went to being terrible again.
Earth Power. Sucker Punch, huh? That sucks. Alright, Mawile was holding an eject button, and they're sending out Greedent. Probably has Bullet Seed. Switching out for Ace.
Someone commented later, it's like, so do you just have these G-Max Pokemon in your pocket? It's like, yes, I do, but they're not part of the official team. They're just strictly for grinding.
I didn't even get any G-Max Pokemon. I just went full on everything, or just pure. I call it a trainer run. You're just a normal trainer in the game setting. No overpowered starter. Just one Pokemon per area. Just straight on being a trainer.
And I mean, like I said, I don't officially use these. They're just there to help out.
Exactly. And I feel like a no starter run makes a game far more interesting than most other limitations you can have.
Yes, it does. Although we will get a G-Max Pokemon eventually, but
I mean, there's one given to you, and then you unlock the ability to just G-Max all of your Pokemon.
Yeah. I still find it unfair though that unless you specifically look for them in the wild area and get lucky enough, you don't get a G-Max Pokemon, and they have one by the third gym leader.
Yeah.
It's like, at least Corviknight. Give us the G-Max for it. Or the starters in some way.
I mean, if you got it...
Of course, the starters were DLC, so...
If you got it with the early bonus purchase, you got a G-Max Meowth.
Whoop-de-doo.
Noodle Cat! It was literally just a money farm.
Yeah.
I mean, it was funny that Team Rocket's Meowth was able to become Longcat Meowth.
And that further explains what that specific Meowth can never evolve. We know an in-universe reason why, but now we have an explanation.
Mechanically wise.
Yep. Because any Pokemon that's a G Max cannot evolve. Unless it's fully evolved already.
Exactly. Alright, Mawile is back. I'm just going to use Steel Wing here.
Do you know there's a reference with the Pokemon Indeedee?
Indeed, there is.
So the male looks grumpier but more formal. That's because it's
It's Alfred.
depicted as it's a butler. Yep. And the
Okay.
female one is a maid.
Pikamuku. Yep. They are very British Pokemon.
Perfect for the region it's based on.
Precisely. Okay. Against this thing, I'm going to prep up and use a power trip. Because Pikamuku is gonna... It's a pain. And it has a rock helmet. Think about that.
I will warn you as well. There is a chance that it might know Purify.
I hope not. It knows Protect. And it
Purify
knows,
is a signature move.
yeah, and it knows the ability or the move that it lowers the PP of the last move you used.
Spite.
Yes. And it knows Swagger. Great. It knows Swagger. If it knows Swagger and Purify, I'm going to be pissed. I am not going to lie. I currently have 5 stacks of attack boost, 3 stacks of speed boost, 3 stacks of accuracy boost, and I'm going to use Power Trip.
Yeah. Yeesh.
It used Protect! I did not hurt myself in confusion, though. And it snapped out of confusion and uses Power Trip right off the bat, so it didn't use Protect this time. Okay, that did not knock it out, though.
When I caught
Safeguard!
my first
Safeguard is its 4th move!
Okay, so it doesn't have Purify.
Thank goodness. Alright, Ace is going to get knocked out as the battle ends.
Yep. Innards out.
And Rock Helmet.
Fun fact, though. If you tie in a battle tower, it favors you. It counts as a win.
Oh, hey! Yep, and it fainted, and with 14 HP left, Innards out did not trigger. Alright, we got 2 BP. Do our Pokemon heal between battles?
Yes.
Keep battling.
Yeah, it's a shame that they never brought back these battle facilities. I mean, I get it, but it's like, you really could have stuck one somewhere in Scarlet and Violet.
Blueberry Academy would be the perfect place to have a battle tower of sorts.
Yeah.
I mean, you could have even called it the Infinity Challenge or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
The closest we have is in Legends Arceus with the infinite freaking battle there, but that's still limited by day-night cycle. I'm going to use a few Hone Claws. Oh, yeah, Gyarados knows Thunderbolt. That is bad. Okay.
That's the thing about Gyarados. Its move pool is bigger than you think it is.
Yeah, it is. It is fitting of the carp that swims over the freaking waterfall.
Yep.
And leaps through the Dragon Gate.
I love that that Pokemon is based on that legend.
It really is, and it fits so well. And it's also tied to those raging dragons that aren't quite full dragons.
Exactly. Well, technically those are
And it's
serpents.
faster than Gmax, and then it's faster than Dynamax Corviknight.
All
I'm gonna
right.
have to send in.
Fighting a
I'm gonna have to send in Eternatus.
fighting a G-Max Appleton and sorry, G-Max Flapple. My apologies. Then I should be
Gmax.
ready to go.
I mean, with those two, does it really matter which one it is?
Yes, because Flapple is more offensive, Appleton's more defensive.
Oh yeah. Oh, it knows Ice Move. Okay, this is very bad. All right. Gyarados is poisoned though. And it has a berry. A citrus berry, but still a berry, and Ice Beam. Ice Beam and Thunderbolt. You freaking Gyarados. I might lose on the second battle.
Also, I will point out the battle theme for the Battle Tower. Hi, Toby Fox.
It is good. Okay, double knockout on that. She has two Pokemon, and I have Greta.
I will say, I'm one of the few people that deeply enjoys the Apple family Pokemon because it's like they're all apples in
Marini.
some way, shape, or form.
Ice Beam.
No matter how they change.
It has
So,
they have a Mantine.
Applin's just a little worm in an apple. But then Flapple is like its wings become the core of the apple, which is hilarious.
Well, it's
And an
worm
apple
spelled with
it's
a
just an apple
Y.
pie.
And yeah, it has Bullet Seed. Okay. Of course, this has Bullet Seed. Come on,
The
freeze already!
Gigantamax forms look like baked apples, which those are delicious, by the way.
Two is enough.
And then we had later we got Diplin, which is a candied apple.
Yeah. And it's multiple of the little worms from it.
Yep, and that's Hydrapple.
No, Diplin has two of them.
Oh yeah, that's right. And then Hydrapple, it's just more of them.
Single battle. This team again. Ace, Robotnik, and Eternatus. That's right, I never named
shinies
Eternatus.
are also interesting because shiny Applin is just in a green apple.
Yeah.
Then Diplin and Hydrapple are golden apples.
Which goes into the myth about the golden apple and all that as well.
Yep. Oh yeah, Nordic mythology.
And Greek.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we have a freaking Dracozolt here. Yeah, Boltbeak. I should have prepared for this. Dracozolt. Why a Dracozolt? Why do these things exist?
I hate that they exist, but at the same time, they are ridiculously strong.
They are a mistake. Both design-wise, lore-wise, and gameplay-wise. They are a mistake.
Because the strongest one, the ridiculously overpowered one, is Dracovish.
Which is proven by the anime.
Yes. because it was part of Ash's championship squad.
Alright, time to Calm Mind. Okay, you're switching out Pokemon for a Liepard. You're switching out a Liepard.
Sucker Punch.
And it probably will. But, I had set up Calm Mind when his Dracozolt fell asleep from rest. And I'm going to use Bug Buzz now. Oh, it used Encore. So I have 2 stacks of Calm Mind. Now I'm going to Bug Buzz. Oh, it can only
You're
use
stuck.
Calm Mind.
Yeah. You're stuck using that for 3 turns.
Sucker Punch misses because I have to Calm Mind. Alright, so the
At least
next
it's not
turn...
one of those moves that uses your stats against you.
So the next one is going to be my last need for Calm Mind, right?
Maybe. If you actually look at your status when you check your stat boost, it will also tell you your debuffs too, such as being Encored.
Okay, I don't seem to have any Encore, so yeah. 4 stacks of Calm Mind into Bug Buzz. And now the Sucker Punch goes off, and it freaking super effective knocks him out. Great. For whatever reason, I thought Bug type would resist.
Well, it doesn't, but the thing is, you're also a Psychic type.
Yeah, that's why I thought it would even out into a neutral and not freaking KO Robotnik. Alright, we're going to Cosmic Power. Because I know you're going to Sucker Punch. Freaking Punch Cat. I plan on doing a long stream on New Year's, though.
Do ya?
Yeah.
I think I have to work, unfortunately.
I already talked about it in the friend Discord and on the stream I did last Thursday, which ended up shorter because of just prep work and everything of that, and a bit of a sort of hardcore mode on it as a test run.
Okay. Yeah, I work on New Year's Eve, but I'm off New Year's Day.
Well, I mean, I'm going to be going through the midnight point of it and seeing what happens. I might or might not go through and break it up and put it on YouTube. I probably will. Alright, Cross Poison. It did not Sucker Punch. Alright, it is
Interesting, because
poisoned.
normally that's all Liepard can do most of the
Oh,
time.
now it's locking me into Cross Poison. Endure, Sucker Punch, Encore, and I know it had something else. And it had a berry. Probably a citrus berry. Oh, Leche Berry raised its attack. I don't have any Pokemon to switch out. I have to Cross Poison. And it uses Endure. And failed because it already did that. And even if it had succeeded, it would have been knocked out by the poison at that point. Alright. And now Dracozolt is back, and it's asleep. All right, I have stacks of cosmic power. Basically, nearly maxed. So I am going to be very difficult to knock out, and I have Dynamax Cannon. Oh, I can only use Cross Poison because of Encore. It was a crit. Oh, it has a Rocky Helmet. Oh, and it knows Sleep Talk. Of course, the Pokemon with Rest knows Sleep Talk. Using Bolt Beak and Sleep Talk. It's not that bad. Okay, Encore ended. I can now use freaking Dynamax Cannon. Face the Master Hand's Fury.
Yep.
I will go and rename it Master Hand at some point. One hit KO of that, practically. And it did get a crossbow. Okay, so he has a Heatmore as his last Pokemon.
And it makes sense because Eternatus is one of the strongest Pokemon.
Okay, it's using Protect. So my first Dynamax Cannon is a bust.
And then Eternamax Eternatus is the strongest Pokemon, period.
Yes. Because it literally cannot be used at all, ever. It is only a raid boss.
Because,
Actually,
fun fact, its base stats exceed 1,000.
I would like to posit a question. Which is stronger, Eternamax Eternatus or Primal Dialga?
Ooh, that's a good one.
I would like to posit that to anyone watching this as well. Eternamax Eternatus or Primal Dialga?
Not a lot of people are going to know Primal Dialga, unfortunately.
It is unfortunate. Alright, got 2 more BP.
Yes, Eternamax Eternatus' base stat total is 1,125. For the record, Mega Rayquaza's is 780.
Yep. You are the guy for... no. Is it this thing?
How strong is Ultra Necrozma?
Where are you two? Yeah, you're the BP shop. Okay. Now.
Ultra Necrozma's BST is 754. For comparison reasons.
Ah, here we go. 50 for each.
Yeah. It takes a while to get there. That might be an off-screen thing. Anyway, I'm all ready to go now.
Alright, I will head over to where I can start it as well.
I may have underestimated some of the candy, some a little bit higher level, but oh well.
Honestly, at this point in it, is it really a race or is it just build up for the next race?
I think it's more build up for the next race because let's be fair.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. What about the damn it, Rookidee?
What about the damn it, Rookidee?
It ran into me.
I have a clip of me dodging a Pidgey to keep a chain going in Let's Go.
Oh yeah?
I literally said, "Not the Pidgey!"
I stepped on a grubbin. Too bad I could not have gotten you earlier because that would have been quite the boon.
It would have been a great Pokemon to have on the team.
Oh. Sure, it's slow, but Vikavolt hits very hard.
It hits harder than almost anything. It hits like a railgun. No comment?
Nope, none needed. Because that's very to the point.
Especially if you stack up on moves like my freaking Robotniks. Every hit makes you weaker and weaker and weaker until finally.
All right. Well,
I guess we should be voicing these, so I will mute myself in the Discord. A place like this to sleep because no one ever comes here and it's so quiet all the time. Oh, but I hadn't had the chance to tell you. Congrats on your victory, Druid. Honestly, Druid, I never thought you'd manage to beat my brother. The greatest champion Galar ever had. He was undefeatable until you came around. It's actually still pretty hard to believe. Really, you're amazing, Druid. So amazing, maybe that I don't even realize just how amazing you are. Druid, do you think? Would you be up for one more battle? Sure. Thanks, Druid. Then show me the strength that defeated Lee, the greatest champion we ever had. I'm ready when you are, so just say the word. Wait a minute. I want to make everything level 67 real quick. Maybe 168. I could make a couple of 68s. There we go. Alright, here we go. Battling Hop. Challenged by Pokemon Trainer Hop. Sent out Dubwool. Yes, a physically tanky beast. Weak to fire and all that. So, honestly, yeah, Eternatus is coming out early here.
a lot of people believe that if Hop were to be promoted to a gym leader, he'd be a normal type. I'd believe it.
I think he'd fall in more like Blue as a gym leader.
Where he doesn't have a type specialty, he just gives you one of the biggest challenges of your essentially of your life.
Yeah.
Although to be fair, it's like due to Johto's level curve, Blue wasn't all that challenging, but
And if you look at the who's stronger between Red versus Silver, it goes into the fact that Blue wasn't fighting at his fullest power, but limiting himself to the number of badges you have, which admittedly is more than you're supposed to in any usual gym challenge.
And the fact that it's like he's only as strong as Lance, which is weird.
Yeah, he limits himself to what is effectively the current champion of Johto. So he limits himself to a champion level as a point in power.
And the reason why it makes sense in Heart Gold and Soul Silver for them to be stronger is because, well,
3 years
after
have
you
passed.
clear the gym leaders, they get stronger.
they actually don't limit themselves as much after you've beaten them. It's honestly a test of their actual power at that point, canonically.
And then when you rematch them, they throw everything they have at you.
Exactly. All right. Against the Snorlax, Power Trip after a couple of honed claws. One more would have been able to completely end this.
So on my first playthrough, I chose Grookey and named it Enma after Monkey King Enma from Naruto. And then of course when I played BDSP, I had to name my Torterra Hashirama.
And when I do an actual playthrough, I usually just pick the fire type. I think it's mostly because I started with red and blue, and I think that the challenge given to me by having a fire type for the first few gems was something I appreciated. It made me not rely on my starter as much,
Yeah,
which may have influenced my thinking up the no starter runs, especially because of Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. All right, Corviknight against
you know that kind of
Gastrodon.
that would make X and Y interesting because then you have to give up two different starters.
Exactly. And a potential Mega
Yep.
Ice Beam. Did not
Of course,
freeze it.
X and Y are notoriously easy, so
Yeah, it's handholdy beyond belief. What I did in my XY run was only dual types and no type crossover.
no type overlap.
Exactly. Which meant my only psychic type was my freaking starter. My only water type, my only fairy type, that was freaking Azumarill.
All right.
I did get the freeze off on Corviknight. And
I saw
Inteleon
that,
is
and
out.
it's like freezing, especially if you can get a freeze off in ZA, it's over.
Yeah.
I've noticed if you do get a freeze off, it's over for whoever's frozen.
This is why I didn't bother to switch
Storm
out.
Drain.
This is why I didn't bother to switch out. I'm trying to get the freeze off on him. It's using U-turn. Oh, water doesn't work. I'm out.
Yep.
Cramorant. Gastrodon's gonna knock out or get knocked out. This is fine. Let's see. Against Cramorant, we'll send out Betty. Betty's gonna be the one to finish this off. Throat chop, huh? I mean, it's super effective because ice, and it's also water resists ice oddly enough, but it doesn't resist freeze dry. So I gotta wonder if freeze dry is 4 times effective or just double effective. All right, gotta mute myself. I didn't expect there to be such a gap between you and me, mate. So there really is no way I could ever beat you. I mean, you even beat my unbeatable brother. And if it isn't the two of you again, I was wondering what all the noise was about. And if it isn't Sonia. Druid, congratulations on beating Leon. Thank you. Taking it all in stride, like it's your due, eh? You cheeky thing. What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be off assisting the professor? Up, I'm actually not working as my grand's assistant any longer. In fact, I'm the professor now. You are? And really, I've got the two of you to thank for that. I was just along for the ride on your adventure, but I ended up taking a real interest in the history of the Galar region. And I came to care for Pokemon even more than I ever had before. And here, it's a book I wrote. I even signed it. That makes it a collector's item. Copy of Sonia's book. Her new discoveries about the Galar region's legends recorded in this enjoyable read. I've already got my own copy, lined up to buy it on the day it came out. Aw, thanks, Hop. That's so sweet. I'll sign your copy for you later. Anyway, I've got my grand's blessing and put out my first book under my own name. I think you can expect great things from the lovely Professor Sonia in the future, wouldn't you say? Yeah, I expect so. Sonia and Druid, you both amaze me. I've got a lot to live up to here. So, what are you youngins doing here? Oh, right. Oh, that's it, isn't it? You were putting the rusted shield and sword and shield back in their place. Can't just keep holding on to them forever, right? We were? Yeah, that's what we were doing. We were just about to do that. You forgot entirely, didn't you? What? What, you think you two are the two of your besties now with Zacian and Zamazenta or something? That must be it, Druid. Why, you felt you were called here. Let's put the sword and shield back and say a proper thanks for all the help. Maybe if we do, we'll get to see Zacian and Zamazenta again someday. And return the sword. Return the slab. Zacian, Zamazenta, thanks loads for your helping us out. Took us a little while, but we brought back your precious relics and all. You and Hop returned the rusted sword and rusted shield. Alright, that about settles it. Or that. Druid, why don't you and I head back? What are you going to do, Sonia? I think I'll stay here a bit longer. I want to do a little more research here in the forest. My power spot detector is going off. Well, well, well. I thought I heard someone making some noise over this way. And here they are. Well, well, well. You wouldn't be the Professor Sonia who wrote Galar a history. Hello, you brought my book? Why, yes, of course. Read it from cover to cover. Why, yes, of course. I even wrote an internet review for it. That awful book was filled with lies, so we gave it 1 star. What? There are no lies printed in that book. That's just plain rude. I'm Swordward. And I'm Shieldbert. We are the new kings of Galar. We're destined to be descendants of the first kings. More than that, we're celebrities. New kings, descendants? Seriously, what are you on about? What exactly are you two supposed to be? Well, well, well. Could these things here be the fabled sword and shield? Well, they certainly are dirty. They must be fake. I fear to touch them with my bare hands. Hey, don't go nicking those. We just returned them. Oh, do shut up. We only happened to pick up some things that were dropped on the ground. If you've got a problem with it, how about you prove to whom they truly or they belong, hmm? But there's no way anyone can prove who those ancient things belong to. If we can't prove it, they're really important to Zacian and Zamazenta. Oh goodness, such a plebeian, and yet so pushy. If it's really so important to you, perhaps we should settle this with a battle. We're celebrities who buy battles for twice what they're worth. What does that even mean? I, the magnificent Swordwort, will be your opponent. I don't like that they did this without healing us up first.
Yes, I agree. And I just want to say one thing that's very fitting for these two. Who are you two and what is wrong with your hair?
Alright, Bisharp is my next opponent here. Pokemon switch out for... Yeah, I'm going to switch out for Eternatus. Hello, and thank you for the follow. Okay, they have Stone Edge.
Yeah, my alerts aren't working either.
Oh, mine
I think,
are. At least the audio of it was.
I didn't even get the audio on mine. That was weird.
Huh. Well, I mean, you have to set it up, and then you have to put it to your OBS. Another flamethrower for Doublade.
That's what was supposed to play. I don't know why it didn't.
All right.
Yeah, it's fitting that I end up having a more defensive opponent and you have a more offensive opponent.
Yes. And as I've said before, the irony of our opposed teams to our game is not lost on me. I have a very
Yikes.
defensive team, whereas
I'm also feeling the not being able to heal beforehand.
I'm doing fairly good. And I only have my team up to level 67 currently.
And Toxtricity one-shots him. Yeah, that's about right.
Alright, Golisopod is down. It didn't switch out, so that's probably his last. Yep. Who uses Golisopod as their last Pokemon? Seriously.
Yeah, really.
Oh, how can this be? My Pokemon. I have to mute myself in the Discord. Got money for winning. Took back the rusted sword. To somehow have defeated the adorable Pokemon I go strolling with. You're certainly strong. However, it appears that my younger brother was victorious. Sorry, Druid. I lost to him. Something on your mind, boy? You weren't concentrating at all during our battle. Older brother, isn't that the one who who stopped Eternatus? Oh ho, and now that I look closely, I believe it is. What a rude child, snatching up our chance at glory like that. According to our sources, I believe was also present during the destruction of our magnificent mural, our end of the magnificent mural our ancestors so artfully created many years ago. What a garish brute, destroying the mural our family has held in such high esteem for so long. Mural? You mean the one that hid the historical ruins of Zacian and the others? And hold on a moment. Druid wasn't the one who destroyed it. Let us withdraw for now. Next time, we shall bring Pokemon that will utterly defeat you. That's right. And with that, farewell. Oh, wait, stop. Give me back Doris's shield. Hold on, Hop. That kid, he's gone and recklessly run off. At least you're calm, Druid. I expected as much. I'm surprised that Hop lost to someone like that. He looked upset about something during the battle. Maybe that had something to do with it? His own rival became the new champion, and his goal vanished before his eyes. Can't help but wonder how he feels about it all. Anyway, Swordward and Shieldbert was it? I think I might know something about where those two weirdos went. Shall we go over to the lab in Witchhurst? Or over at the lab of Witchhurst? I bet I didn't even need to ask. Thanks. Okay, we'll meet up later. Then, I'll head back to the lab. I think what they tried to do with those two was effectively make a Jesse and James for Britain without being racist.
I think you're right. Two recurring bumbling idiots that just cause trouble.
Exactly. And now
But
I
they're
have to
also
mute.
but they're also comedic in a way.
Yeah, I have to mute because I'm at the lab.
Also, I just brain farted. Why did I go all the way to the professor's house?
Professor Sonia, you have a visitor. Hey, Druid, glad you're here. You got an assistant? Spot on. I've been busy with my research, so I decided to bring on some extra help. I've been keeping all the wishing stars that Chairman Rose had been gathering here in the lab. Things have been a little hectic around here, but my assistant has been handling things in a proper fashion. She's really been helping me keep things afloat. I really haven't been doing all that much. You're Druid, the champion, right? I'm really glad I got to meet you. Or I get to meet you. It's an honor, truly. Come here for a moment, would you? There's something I want you to have a look at. You remember my power spot detector, right? It detects places where Dynamax is possible. Basically, when there's a high concentration of Galar particles, the readings spike. And that's how I figured it out. The power spot detector reacted when those two got close. Could it be exactly? Follow the readings from the power spot detector and you might be able to find those sword and shield weirdos. Swordward and Shieldbert might claim to be royalty with their weird fancy names, but it's easier to just call them weirdos, don't you think? Let's get back on topic though. I placed power spot detectors all around Galar, and now it's their time to shine. Power spot detectors, access! Oh, here. Whoa, whoa, that's way bigger reaction than I would have thought. Looks like it's coming from Turffield Stadium? You can always Dynamax Pokemon at the stadium, so that's not exactly unusual. But these readings are way higher than normal. It can't be Eternatus, you've already caught it. Maybe it's something related to those Sword and Shield weirdos. You should go check it out, Druid, since you're our snazzy new champion and all. I've set up your town map to show where the strong particle reactions are coming from, so have a look at it. And now, the chase.
The hunt is on.
Alright, flying over to the turf field, double check my Pokemon. They need to be healed. But I mean, taking a look at the typings of Zacian and Zamazenta really make you think. I mean, they're fairy type, which good against dragon, bad against poison, but they're respectively fighting in steel as well.
To a point, because Zacian is the steel fairy and Zamazenta's steel fighting.
Oh, yeah, steel fight. Okay, yeah.
That's part of the reason why Zacian end up in anything goes, because steel fairy is a very good type combination.
It would be. It would have to be with Tinkaton.
Yeah. Well, Tinkaton and then Mawile in its heyday was
Hello
very
there,
good.
champion.
Anyway.
So, you came. It's been a while. How carefree can you be? You're the new champion. You're bigger than a Dynamax Pokemon right now. I was actually in the middle of an exhibit match with peers. Then this Dynamax Pokemon came charging in. The audience and staff already took shelter. Run! I got everyone who was seated on the north side of the stadium evacuated. You must have heard, right? More Dynamax Pokemon are running amok. Much obliged, Hop. I'd expect nothing less from the gym challenger. I knew we could count on you. I lost the semifinals, though. Ah, Druid! I chased those red and blue guys and saw them head into Turffield Stadium. I heard that uproar, and there was no way I could leave it alone. I had to help out. So, sorry, I actually lost sight of them in all the rush. The suspicious characters you saw are concerning. But for now, I think we should get this Dynamax Pokemon to settle down first. I'm glad you helped. I'm glad I. Words. I'd be glad for your help against such a tough-looking opponent, Champion Druid. Of course. Alright then, let's head to the pitch. I'll lend a hand too. I don't blame the Pokemon, of course, but I'm just a bit miffed they upstaged me. You come too, bro, the old champion. I don't know how much I can really help. If I come along, I might just end up slowing the rest of you down. I don't really know the guy, but I don't think Leon would be all lost about this. Though he does actually get lost a lot. You coming? Okay. Beersman looks scary, but he's good. He's great at looking after others. He's a big brother after all. Alright, we should get going too. A raid with competent teammates against a Serena.
Yes, if only they were teammates almost all the time.
If only this was catchable.
That is also true.
We didn't have an encounter in Turffield.
Yeah, I don't think you. I think there's like one area you can fish, but you can't access it until you know get the Rotom bike upgraded.
Oh yeah, I never did fish there yet. I probably should at some point.
I mean, before I leave the area, I'm going to go grab that one TM we couldn't get before.
Yeah, and I already got the expert belt, which is the item you get from doing all the wandering around.
The gates thing, yeah.
Yeah. Alright. And I Gigantamaxed off the bat for this battle. Because it's not going to be a storm thing. And honestly, 2 turns and winning is fine. I feel like this is basically a 3-star raid. Alright, time for story. Milo used a revive. Yeah, looks like things are finally calmed down a bit. This Dynamax stuff, no matter how many times I see it, I still don't like it. I can see your dislike of Dynamaxing still hasn't changed for years. But there was definitely something off about that Dynamax transformation. There wasn't any trainer anywhere. And the Pokemon seemed like it couldn't even control its power itself. Quite right. Normally, a Pokemon needs to respond to a Dynamax band in order to Dynamax, but seems there was some discord in the harmony between trainer and Pokemon. Did you feel anything unusual, Druid? I did. So you know something was off too. There's no trainer to be found. This really is a mystery wrapped in an enigma. I'll make sure Turffield Gym takes good care of this Pokemon for the time being. You lot really helped me out there. Thanks for that. Oh, and Druid, if you should ever need my help, feel free to call me anytime. And we got his rare league card. Alright then, follow me, little Serena. Oh, well, well, well. Looks like that Dynamax nonsense has gone down. Well, well, well. The champion, as expected. Ah, it's you two. I knew you'd be here. Give back the rusted, or give the rusted shield back. Well, I never. It looks like that's something that belongs, or it's not like it's something that belongs to you either. Even if it were yours, we wouldn't give it back. What's with these two? Get over here so I can battle you. Who are these guys? Spectators and staff should have been evacuated. The normal rules simply just don't apply to us. Yes, that's what it means to be celebrities. What? Who's this ruffian to question us? You're just someone with strange taste in hairstyles. Like your ones to talk! His entire style is completely black and white. Nonsense! Isn't it, older brother? You think I'd put any faith in the words from rude little punks like you? But it seems our experiment was a success, younger brother. Quite, quite. Next time, let us try to Dynamax an even stronger Pokemon. Yes, yes. At least that we shall, or at last we shall reveal the true nature of Zacian and Zamazenta. What's that about Zacian and Zamazenta? You despicable champion. We're going to keep letting Dynamax Pokemon run wild. If you want to stop us, do your best to chase after our splendid looking bottoms. More like celebrity bottoms. And with that, farewell! So you were the ones who caused all this. Stop! Calm down, Hop. You don't gotta act so hard. But they're getting away. Yeah, and they could be leading us into a trap. It's a bad idea to run in unprepared. But still. Fine. I get it. Or you're right, I get it. Good. Let's all calm down for a sec. Thanks to them running their mouths, we know their goal is to force Pokemon to Dynamax. And that they plan to continue doing it. We have to stop them. Yeah. This is no time to be hung up on getting back the rusted shield. Druid, Pierce, we gotta stop those two. Okay, that was him talking, not Pierce. Alright. There you are, Druid. Things are a right proper mess. Just when I thought the Galar particle count around Turffield had calmed down, I started getting huge particle readings from Hullbury Stadium and Motostoke Stadium. So what exactly happened at Turffield Stadium? Explain exactly what happened. What? A Dynamax Pokemon went on a rampage? Huh? Those Sword and Shield wielders did it? Oh, Sonia. Hop and Pierce? Pierce, what are you doing here? Shouldn't you be back at Spikemouth? I'm an ex-gym leader. I can be wherever I want. It's not that weird. More importantly, you said there were Dynamax Pokemon at other stadiums? Yes, I'm getting the same readings in other towns as I was from Turffield Stadium. I'm worried about Marnie. But Spikemouth Gym should be okay, right? I'm only seeing readings from Hullbury Stadium and Motostoke Stadium. Ah, I see. If Pokemon are being forced to Dynamax and running wild, there's no way I can simply sit still or sit by and watch. What do you say, Druid? Let's head to one of those stadiums. That's the spirit, champion. Leave those Sword and Shield weirdos to me. I can poke around the net for sightings of them. We'll leave the search into this, Sonia, was it? We should get to the other stadiums and help out. Alright, first off, I'm going to switch to Eternatus as my main, and then map. Grass, water, and fire. Redoing the circuit with the grass, water, and fire gyms. Yay!
Indeed. Also, by grabbing that one TM, I encountered a Crawdon in Turnfield. So, that works.
Oh, I knew I was forgetting something about Turffield. Don't get too close, you lot. Things are pretty dangerous here.
Well,
We
it
know
should
the
be easy.
situation. The staff and are the staff and spectators all right? Yes, they took shelter just a short while ago. You know, the more I look at you three, the more I see how odd a little group you are. Leave us alone. We came here to help you out. And I'm grateful for it. That Dynamax Pokemon's power is so intense, I'm sure it'd give me trouble. I'd feel a lot more confident about it if you all joined the battle. Let's do it. And I'm going to grab that encounter and TM after the water gem real quick with a Gyarados.
All right.
The irony of having switched out my Pokemon that knows an electric type move for Eternatus.
Oh well. Regardless, the Dynamax can is going to do extra damage.
Yeah, that's why.
I just one-shot it.
One level 68 Eternatus Dynamax Cannon. Go! I didn't quite one-shot it.
Never would have thought that Gyarados would be an easy battle. But here we are.
Yours wasn't a Gyarados. Yours was a Gyarados.
Yeah.
Okay, and Hop is going to Dynamax because it's Hop. As soon as he gets a chance, he's going to do it.
Too bad it's not G-Max Intellion. That's called foreshadowing.
Mm-hmm. And now to mute again. Because of everyone's help, no one was hurt, and we were able to turn the tide on the situation. I'll keep that Pokemon at Hullberry Stadium until it can fully recover. Druid, if you ever need my help, just let me know. I suppose I'll see you later then. Thank you so much for your help, truly. You know what I was hoping when they first played through and the gym leaders said, if you ever need my help, let me know?
Yeah, it was so misleading because it's like, what does that mean exactly? All it means is you can just invite them to the tournament specifically,
Yeah.
which is not a even trade-off at all.
No, it isn't. I had hoped it would be that you could add them to a raid.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Really
Solar
thought
Beam.
it would mean something, but nope.
Uh, okay, so it's not a fishing spot. It's literally just a water encounter.
Yep.
And it's literally only a Crawdont there.
Yep. Aesthetically wise, that makes sense though, because a little town like this would be full of crawfish.
True. I'm just going to throw a quick ball. Quick ball cheese!
Gotta love it.
So, my plan for the DLCs is also going to be quick ball cheese for the first Pokemon.
Pretty much. Also, what's the call on Slowpoke?
Let's see. While we did have an encounter there, at the same time, this is going to be for an entirely
Did we
separate
though?
thing.
Because that's Postwick.
Oh, it's Postwick.
I mean, not Postwick, Wedgehurst. Because you don't get you get your starter in Postwick. there's no encounter really in Wedgehurst.
True. Claws is in the box. So it'll be our first encounter for the DLC areas.
All right. Because I actually plan on using it because both the Galarian versions are pretty good.
Yeah. And you already know I'm going for the Slowking because I like it.
And then
And you're going for Mega Man.
And then I get Mega Man.
Mm-hmm. And I need to mute again. There we go. Champion Druid and Champion Druid and Pearson Hops too. Hop too. Mr. Kabu, I'm glad you remember me. Of course I do. You two were red hot after all. I'll never forget seeing you off after you completed your first leg of the gym challenge. Don't think we've really got time for a friendly chinwag. Right, actually, the situation's getting pretty bad over at the stadium. Yeah, that'd be why we're here. Ah, brilliant. The opponent's a bit much to take on single-handedly. Really? So I was wondering what to do. But with you all at my side, my confidence in this battle is burning brighter by the minute. Let's begin. Honestly, I'm pretty sure I could take on the Dynamax problem alone. But then again, I have Eternatus. And this is a Torkoal. And I have a Slug.
All right, I'm going to fly back to the lab and take a quick bathroom break.
Okay. Sorry about that. This is bad. This is not that bad. It's a little funny to me, though, the fact that the cause of the Dynamax phenomenon is incapable of Dynamaxing themselves. Alright, I'm going to mute myself over on his real quick. And there we go. It looks like we were able to extinguish things in time. I'll let this Pokemon rest here at Motostoke Stadium until it gets its energy back. And Druid, should you have need of my help, please do not hesitate to ask. We are not able to ask for your help except for a tournament. Don't worry, I know. You all have more work that needs to be done, yes? Go forward, youths. I wish you well. Beep, beep, beep. Hey, Druid, is that your Rotom phone ringing? Druid, we've got trouble. Those two weirdos have shown up at the Pokemon Lab. Wait, Sonia, are you alright? Are you alright? They keep rudely demanding that I hand over the wishing stars. I'm alright now, for now, but Get over here quick, okay? These guys are right creepy. What are those two doing going after wishing stars? We've got to help Sonia get back the rusted shield. Let's hurry to the Pokemon lab. He really doesn't think anything through. Sure does make him seem like a proper fool. I guess the word would be reckless. We're headed over to the Pokemon lab next, right? Guess I'll stick by you until we see this through.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back. I'm healing up before going to the lab.
Yeah, not a bad idea. I did that immediately.
Alright, and I'm going to actually rate the nickname and turn Eternatus into Master Hand. Masterhand. There we go. Alright, I'm going to switch Eternatus over to the last slot again. Put Ace up front. And to the lab. To the lab, 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 to the lab. I forgot that the lab was before the Pokemon Center until I got to the steps.
You did exactly what I did. I started heading towards the professor's house, not the lab.
I stopped at the steps.
Yeah, I was in the middle of the route and then I realized, oh, wait a minute.
We know all the wishing stars that Chairman Rose had been gathering are here. We celebrities have an enhanced level of insight into such things. You non-celebrities are not suited to having such valuable things. Hand them over to us. Wishing stars and being a celebrity have nothing to do with each other. I don't know how you knew about this, but there's no way we're giving them to you. That's right. You could never understand how important these wishing stars are. You have no need for them. Goodness, whatever shall we do, younger brother? It would certainly seem we have been inconvenienced over older brother. Oh, Sonia and the professor are the only ones who've been inconvenienced here. Hop, forcing Pokemon to Dynamax against their will. You've gone way out of bounds here. And I haven't forgotten about getting the rusted shield either. Or getting back the rusted shield either. Oh, well. I certainly thought the champion would come, but I didn't think a loser would follow. Must I have you once again taste the flavor of a humiliating defeat? Don't let those goons put you down. That's right. You lost the battle, but you didn't lose that rockin' spirit. Right. We'll fight them together. Sure. Thanks, mate. First things first. Let's get these weirdos out of here. Weirdos? Oh, how they wound me, older brother. To be called so terrible a thing as weirdos. by these ruffians. Indeed, a tutoress royal such as ourselves, in such a manner, well, will not be forgiven. This time I've brought much stronger Pokemon to thoroughly trounce you with. I would like to point out that the loss against Shieldbert in my game was not Hop's fault. He had just faced a crushing defeat at my hands, and his team was not healed beforehand.
Exactly. Also, I realize what voice I need to give these two.
I gave them
I,
this kind of a voice.
I realize that I should make him sound more like Pegasus from Yu-Gi-Oh!
I'm going to use Hone Claws and build up.
Isn't that right, Yugi boy?
Well, I gave them this kind of a voice, like a pompous, full of themself
I mean, you're
individual.
not wrong. Also, I get to use a +2 bulldoze because Hop said I was Corviknight.
Hone Claws again. Seriously, I have a Storm Drain Gastrodon. uh, I forget, do you even have a Grass type Pokemon?
No, I do not.
You probably have one that's at least capable of using a Grass type move.
Uh, yes. Yes, I do.
Well, then you have at least something of a counter to my Slug of Destruction. Alright,
And
powered
it
up
won't
Drill Peck.
surprise you that is. It won't surprise you that is Grimmsnarl.
It won't surprise me. What about Hammer Arm?
True. True.
Alright, Corviknight's using Brave Bird against the Bronzong because they were going to target the Gastrodon as well. Well, Hops is Power Trip, Bronzong. I think when I change up the natures, I'm going to turn my Corviknight into a low special attack, high speed nature.
So, a jolly nature.
Yeah.
That was one of the. That's one of the natures I had to memorize because that's how competitive works most of the time.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure, all told, I don't have any problem with the nature of uh, Eggman, which is a. I think it's relaxed. It's a lower speed, higher defense. So Robotnik should be fine.
Yeah, or being or not very fast to begin with. So,
Exactly. So it doesn't matter how low their speed is until I get a Trick Room set up. Okay. Hop's Corviknight is down. That's two of his Pokemon down. And a Night Slash from this Bisharp.
Hop's Corviknight faded at the same time on our screens.
uh, uh,
The timing.
my Corviknight's gonna get knocked out, but I'm gonna take down one of the teams first. Shieldbert, this is for Hop. Even as he knocks out the Bisharp, so mine's not getting knocked out. All right, Doublade. Yay, it's Doublade. It's time for a power trip. I mean, I could have done anything that would actually hit it after that snipe shot.
So apparently my prayers were answered.
What did
Guess
you
we
pray?
finally got a Mega Evolution.
Luxray?
Golisopod.
Uh, I don't even know
I
what
still...
that thing that's a mix between Luxray and that legendary from Sword or from Sun and Moon era was.
Oh, Zeraora.
Yeah, there's like a fusion between them or something.
Yeah.
But then they gave.
Quite the vexing predicament indeed, older brother.
I get a mute.
Surely this must be some kind of mistake, wouldn't you say, younger brother?
And the very same lines that he has said. We did it! We won! We really won! The exquisite Pokemon we trained actually lost! You only won because you two teamed up. Still, we offer you ruffians our praise. Oi, the two of you teamed up too. Give back the rusted shield and stop forcing Pokemon to go all crazy. Sorry, is this a bad time? My apologies for the intrusion. Those men are dangerous. Be careful. Well done. Your infiltration mission was a resounding success, it seems. Have you gathered the wishing stars? Yes, thanks to Masters Swordbert and Shieldbert buying me so much time. The assistant handed over the wishing stars to Swordward and Shieldbert. What? Stop! Give back those wishing stars. Oh dear, it would seem we've been completely had. Why, this moment is so sweet. I don't think I'll need any sugar in my tea later. Our battle with you was just a little trick. We'd won before you'd grabbed a single Pokeball. And with that, farewell! Stop! Why? Professor Sonia, I'm sorry. Was it all a lie right from the start? There was no helping it. It was necessary for the plan. Our plan to put Galar under the control of the royal lineage once again. Uh, Seems that Locke did have up something to back up all their big talk. There we go. Wait, don't just leave without saying anything. But you were upset. We didn't want to say anything to make it worse. We were trying to be considerate, but of course I'd be down on myself. It was my fault I got tricked by a Nickit in Wooloo's clothing. But that's it. No more feeling sorry for myself. That lot made off like bandits with all the wishing stars. It'd be awful if they were used for some evil purpose, so there's no time to be feeling down. Oh, you've got some guts. You've certainly grown strong in the face of adversity, dearie. Gran, a Dynamaxing draws out the true strength from the trust between a Pokemon and their trainer. But that group is likely pouring the Galar particles emitted by the wishing stars into Pokemon, forcing them to Dynamax. That would explain the theft. As expected, the champion, your intuition is quite sharp, Druid. The theft of the wishing stars was just the start. Things could get a lot worse from here on. But why? What reason could they have for forcing Pokemon to Dynamax? Those weirdos said they wanted to reveal the true natures of Zacian and Zamazenta. I'm curious about what my former assistant said about the royal lineage. Did she mean it literally? Ah, Druid, look at your town map. I'm detecting huge reactions at 4 stadiums now. They certainly get around, don't they? If there's trouble at the stadiums, then Marnie could be in a real bad way. Ah, Spike Mount seems to be okay. There's no Power Spot Stadium there. Righto. Druid, this is no time to be lying about. If Pokemon are in trouble, why are we still here? Let's get right out there and lend a hand. I'm sorry to leave it all to you, but you'll have to take care of the Dynamax Pokemon. I'll search for those Sword and Shield weirdos in the meantime. So what I'm planning for the DLC, basically the Slowpoke will essentially be our starter, our first encounter for that game.
Yeah.
And everything else is...
Then there's Kung-Fu, and then the other 4 are fair game.
yeah. The other 4 are all out and about the area.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think those 4 would be the most likely to be replaced by other ones caught in different zones of the Isle of Armor as well.
Yeah.
You all,
Alright.
did you come to lend us a hand? Yeah, something like that. How are things looking? We just finished getting everyone to safety, so I was about to challenge the Dynamax Pokemon. Nice one, and let's all work together. I give you my most heartfelt thanks. We've got several opponents, so we may as well take one each. I'll be counting on you all. Here we go. I started off with the fighting type gym.
Goes for me. I'm just going in order as well.
Same idea.
However, I gotta fight something extremely bulky, so this might take a while.
Cool. I have to fight a Conkeldurr. My first up is
I had to fight a Dusknoir,
Oh.
so this is going to take a while.
Once again, too bad you can't catch him.
I know, right?
Duskull is
Especially
one of my
since these are trade evos, we would have skipped a whole step.
Yes, and Duskull is one of my favorites. The entire line. It's just perfect. A nice, spooky little friend. I think it's a perfect balance between creepy and cute.
And its evolution is all, I will drag you to the netherworld, but I actually mean nothing malicious about it, though.
And hasn't it also been known to guide people that weren't supposed to die back in at least one episode, I think?
Yep. And then there's the one, and then we bring this up again. How about the one in Mystery Dungeon? Sure, he portrays a villain, but he's a somehow redeemable villain.
Exactly. Better than the Gengar in Mystery Dungeon.
We beat them at the exact same time.
2-hit win!
Yep.
I can't thank you all enough. With your help, the Dynamax Pokemon have all been returned to normal. I'll keep them safe here in the stadium, so no need to worry. Druid, next time I'll be the one who saves you in your hour of need. Give me a call if you ever need a rough spot. If there are other places that need the champion's help, please go look after them. I'll protect the peace on Stownside Stadium with all my might. So, the reason those red and blue buffoons could make so many Pokemon Dynamax was because they hoarded up so many wishing stars. Things will probably get even tougher from here. We still got 3 more stadiums where there's some Dynamax Pokemon running wild. Let's up the tempo. Seriously, if you're ever in a rough spot, why is that not a raid option then?
Yeah. Like, even if you can't choose your help, it randomly selects one of them to help you.
Yeah. Honestly, I trust the AI NPCs in Final Fantasy XIV support raids far more than I trust these NPCs.
And that is saying something.
Heck, I trust the freaking squadron NPCs of Final Fantasy XIV more than I trust these ones. And you have to tell them to get out of the way of a boss's thing. You literally have to handhold your freaking squadron in that the company, the from the Grand Company when you reach a certain rank and have access to them. Fairy type time.
Yep.
Huh, you lot. Bede, what about the Dynamax Pokemon? You think I, the elite fairy type gym leader, would have any kind of trouble? That's right, you're a gym leader now. Though I don't know about the elite or whatever. Please, please don't tell me you came here to help. First of all, you're a bit late to be of any use. And second, I didn't need your any help. Why, I. Why'd I know you'd say something like that? We came all the way out here and you. Or just to lend you a hand. What an obnoxious gym leader. The next gym challenge is shaping up to really be something. Liana tricked and used me. From now on, only I decide how I live. And I think what I should do now is have a battle with you, Druid. Look, I'm sorry, mate, but this is hardly the time. Don't always be in such a hurry, boy. You aced my quiz, so show a little composure. Bede has already quieted 3 Dynamax Pokemon. He's given you the luxury of some extra time. Bede's life won't be bound by what other people say any longer. Although I certainly influenced a few of his decisions not too long ago. Now that you mention it, I suppose you did. Yeah, as expected of a wise 88-year-old granny, I guess. But this is nothing to do with Miss Opal. This battle is for me. Now, don't dilly-dally. Your only option is to accept. He went from an opponent or a rival I can hate to an annoyance.
Yep. I mean, we were missing the jerk rival for quite a while now.
We didn't have one since Red and Blue.
I mean, there was Silver, but
He wasn't a jerk rival. He was a guy tormented by the fact that his father was the greatest villain in the entire universe.
fair enough.
And he didn't select exactly the Pokemon super effective against you. He didn't even know what you selected. He didn't even know what he selected. He just stole one at
He
random.
just stole one.
Exactly. And the fact is, while at first he uses frustration, he eventually adds return to his Pokemon.
He attempted to, and the professor said, just keep it.
Yeah, no, I mean, he gave the move return to the Pokemon.
Oh, yeah, that too.
That's just proof of that he wasn't really a jerk. He's just troubled.
Bad circumstances and troubled.
Very bad.
Also, it's theorized who his mother is, too.
Yeah. Well, I gotta finish up this cutscene. My Pokemon and I have risen from the ashes. I'll grant you a brief glimpse at how amazing we've become. Alright, that cutscene was finished now. Now for the battle. I don't think I healed up. Oh, I did heal up. Okay.
So that's about 7 generations where we did not have a jerk competitive rival.
Exactly. And that frustrated me with no end. I mean, we had an annoying rival that I wanted to punch in the face at least once in Gen 4, but not for the
Yeah,
same reason.
he was still competitive at least though.
Yeah. Alright,
Then
three
Sharon
hone
and
claws.
Bianca went off and did their own thing. Hugh was the last competitive rival in my opinion for a while.
Yeah. He wasn't a jerk though. It was more of a
He was an edge lord for the sake of being an edge lord because because he had beef with Team Plasma.
Oh wait, no, Hugh, right. No, he
Yeah,
wasn't even a rival. He was trying to get you stronger so you could help him in his revenge. He had
yep,
no he had no desire for the league or any of that. He wanted to take down Team Plasma's remains and wanted you strong enough to help him.
yep. All right.
So I've done 3 hone claws, and I'm using Steel Wing on all of Bede's Pokemon. Am I rude? Alright, his last Pokemon. Might just be the strongest champion in Galar's history. Still got a long way to go. I'll make sure to draw out every last bit of your strength from you and all that, okay. Hatterene. Steel Wing! Ha ha! This must be some mistake. I mean, I'm the one who's the gym leader. Thank you for the battle. I can now accept you as the champion. It's painful to admit, but I've come to realize a few of my weaknesses. But I'll keep getting stronger. I'll reach the pinnacle of what fairy types can do. Now then, as the gym leader, I will do my duty and clean up the stadium. And now that's what I would call a perfectly pink Pokemon battle. And we got Opal's Rare League card. Even after losing his right to participate in the Gym Challenge, Bede still found his own way to crash the Champion Cup. Yeah, I'd say he's a force to be reckoned with. I think I get why he was chosen to be the next gym leader. He might be unbearable at times, or really most of the time. Most all the time. But he's a fierce trainer. He takes things seriously. Yeah, watching him battle you, it was plain to see how much work he puts into it. Was it? if you both are gonna keep talking, how about I fetch you a nice cuppa? Right, right, I hear you. And I won't be outdone by that beat anymore, or anyone. On to the next one. Druid, we've got to help all the other places where those Dynamax Pokemon are in the wild. Looks like there's 2 stadiums left to check. Did you really see how much speed put in? I After I honed Claude 3 times, I was steel winging and one hitting every one of his Pokemon.
Yep, and I realized I had no answer to fairy type, so I realized, oh wait, I should probably teach Sludge Bomb to Toxtricity.
I'm gonna heal up.
Yeah, be a good idea.
And now it's going to be Ice type.
You're playing Sword, right? You have the Rock type gym leader.
Oh yeah, Rock type.
I have to deal with the Ice type.
Pokemon! It's time for the slug to shine! But yeah, one of the things I was thinking about for the Scarlet and Violet challenge, after we get our first Pokemon, which would be our first encounter Pokemon and all that,
Mm-hmm.
it would then lead to one Pokemon every Pokemon Center. That's the closest I could think to it to routes.
Probably, yeah.
And they're kind of spread out along what would be routes. Get to safety, you three. Who do you think you're talking to then? We're here to help, not be helped. Oh, actually, I didn't realize who I was talking to. Druid's here, so everyone can relax. I was just thinking over how to handle all the Dynamax Pokemon. With all of you here, we can each take one of them. Let's hurry to the pitch. Gigalith!
Here's where some things get interesting and differ. I have to fire Frostlass now.
Begin to differ? You fought a freaking Dusknoir.
True.
Well, I fought
So
a
is
Conkeldurr.
this a ghost type run, apparently?
Hey, at least it's not a Mega Frostlass.
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
I always
why did
felt
I...
like Frostlass was missing something, and then they gave it a Mega. I was like, okay, there it is.
Yeah, I 100% named mine Shiva.
Yeah.
You kind of have to at that point.
I took one look at Mega Frostlass. I was like, Shiva?
This is why we're friends. We have a similar brain cells.
Oh, that was easy.
All right, I think the phrasing they used for the $80 games was the illusion of scarcity. To create the illusion of scarcity. Nice work, everyone. No one's hurt, are they? Just barely. Battling a Dynamax Pokemon all on your own is pretty hard work. I expected nothing less from you, Druid. You seem quite the reliable trainer too, Hop. I do? Looks like he ain't used to compliments. Look, he's got a grin wider than a Meowth. I do not. Shut your gob, Piers. I'll take care of the Pokemon we battled, so there's no need for any of you to worry, alright? Druid, it's hardly a reward for what you've done for me, but please take a copy of my league card. We have his rare league card. If anything comes up, please contact me. Alright then, I wish you all the best luck, or best of luck for the future. Looks like most of the stadiums have got this Dynamax problem sorted now. Let's keep up the pace, Druid. There's only one Pokemon Stadium with Dynamax trouble left. Let's finish this already. And now for the Dragon Rooms!
Yep. If memory serves me correctly, I think it's Haxorus?
Either way, I'm keeping my current Pokemon because Ice Beam.
Yep.
And if it goes down, I just switch out to my freaking tower hat. Here we go. Oh, Druid. Someone saw those sword and shield weirdos. They said they got through the door. But the door's closed with an electric up. Opening it, or lock. Opening it might take some time. Nice timing, you lot. The stadium's just about reached its limit. There's simply too many Dynamax Pokemon running wild in there. Seems Wishing Star power is being used for some evil purposes. Or some evil purpose. So, what's this? Or, that's what caused all this. That's a problem, alright. But before we get that sorted, we've got to do something about these Dynamax Pokemon. Glad we got all of you here now. Or you all here now. Though we've already done the bulk of the work. We're here to help too, right, Druid? We'll take care of this. Fantastic. Looks like we've got ourselves together an unbeatable team. Especially you, Piers. The way you battled me in the Champion Cup. You really had my Dynamax Pokemon up against the wall. Things might actually go better this time if we split our little up our little band. Alright, everyone split up so we can each take down one of the Dynamax Pokemon. Let's do it. And it is a Haxorus!
How did I know?
Because Cynthia.
And it's like, it makes sense because it's like, what would be one of the fiercer dragon types you'd have to battle that is not a pseudo, doesn't feel too OP?
Not even Cynthia. It is a pseudo.
Well, it's not. It doesn't fit the Stato criteria.
But
I
Iris.
wish it's definitely strong enough to be one. I guarantee. I can definitely say that.
It just dropped my HP by half in one move. Max
I just
hailstorm
missed play
time.
rough 2 times in a row.
Oof. It's gonna use Max Mormont again and knock me out. Giga Impact. I'm still standing and it's not. Gastrodon!
That's the bulk of a Gastrodon for you.
Alright,
I don't even think that crit was necessary.
Unnecessary crits are one of the best kinds. You guys are the greatest. You really got me out of a tough spot there. I think I'd better snap a quick one to remember the victory by. I'll take care of the Pokemon that went wild. No need to worry you, or for you all to worry about that. Druid, give me a ring if things should hit the or go to pot again. Raihan's Rare League card. I'm always happy to lend a hand if I can. The great Raihan is here for you anytime. Not during a raid! In Piers, you and I have got to battle again. This time, no Dynamaxing for either of us. Wishing Star is being used for evil. I assume you all are already looking into who's behind all that, right? Carry on then. I'll take care of things here at Hammerlock Stadium. Right, I think that's all the stadiums sorted now. We didn't miss any, did we? All that's left is to catch those sword and shield weirdos. If we don't find them quick, they could just start all this up again. Wasn't Professor Sonia supposed to be looking into where those two might be? And once we find them again, I'm going to take them right down. Beep, beep, beep. That's your Rotom phone, Druid. It's got to be Sonia. She's calling me here? Really? Druid, it's me, Sonia. Ha, called it. The Sword and Shield weirdos got into Hammerlock Stadium and are headed for the energy plant. The door to the plant's locked, but I think I can get it open. Give me a bit and you'll be able to get in there. Hear that? Hammerlock Stadium. You hear that? Hammerlock Stadium. Get over there as soon as you can. Even though the phone Sonia sure sounded lively. We're already at Hammerlock Stadium. Yes, we are, Piers. Thank you. Someone points it out. The door to the energy plant should be right down that hall. Guess we should get going. Piers is the one that points out that we're in the obvious place where we didn't need a phone call.
Also, it's like the phone call. She's literally down the hall.
Yeah. What? You're back already? Hold on a moment. I think I've almost got it. That's strange. Hey. What? It opened? Yamper, I should have known. Thanks for your help. Those two weird guys are probably up ahead. Be careful. I'm gonna go heal before I do this. Because obviously healing is important. Here we go. Energy plant. Well, well, well. Well, well, well. It seems you have broken the lock and rescued the stadium from their perils. Or stadiums, even. As expected of the champion. You, followers, give them your praise. What's with these weirdos? They really creep me out. Why are you forcing Pokemon to Dynamax? All the lies and fake stories you all believe. We did it in order to expose the true nature of Zacian and Zamazenta. Zacian and Zamazenta saved all of Galar. Pah! What a fool! We have always been revered as the resplendent descendants of the real hero. It's all because you ruffians had to go and save Galar from Eternatus, and that woman went and wrote a whole book about it. That's right, that's right. You should be ashamed. You said that the real heroes were Pokemon. You just carelessly changed history. What does that even... What does that mean we are? You dare say that our esteemed ancestors were liars. Well, I could believe that you two are descendants of a Galar king, or Galarian king. That's right. Compare the way things were to the way they are now. It's obvious that the old history was better. It was right. To suddenly start creating heroes left and right, it's complete rubbish. You're wrong. What I wrote was the truth. My hypothesis was that Zacian and Zamazenta have been protecting the Galar region since ancient times. Well then, if we are at an impasse, perhaps we should test which truth is the most truthy. If things are really as you say, then even if we bombard them with Galar particles, they should remain calm and stalwart. I get it. So all those sudden Dynamax Pokemon from before were just your little experiments. You seriously want to make the two Pokemon that saved us all run amok? It seems you're indeed capable of understanding something. My adorable younger brother is wrapped up in the preparations above. You think we'll let you get away with this? Oh, so you want to take the lift up? Then you'll have to defeat us. This time, I shall show you all the opulent Pokemon I have raised explicitly for this battle. How much do you want to punch the Sword and Shield guys in the head?
Oh, believe me, I do.
Oh, Farfetch'd has Leaf Blade. Goodbye, Gastrodon. An unnecessary critical hit, too, I would think. Time for Robotnik. Yes,
I
it's
would
a
have put my
female
controller
OD.
down and slowly clapped if he, since he used Wild Charge on his with his last Pokemon, he would have knocked himself out.
You're a little further along than I am because I was talking during one of the cutscenes and basically paused. But like
Yeah.
before, it's not a race. This is just the build-up.
Yep.
I think that even if we're ahead of things, we should probably stop after picking up the Slowpoke.
Yeah. I think that's a good point. All right.
Bug Buzz and Night Slash. Oh, still standing. Taking out two of his Pokemon with Orbeetle. I'm going to go ahead and mute. Went ahead and muted myself on the Discord so that things are fine for Ryu. Betty is leveled up. I think we're going to do that for the lineup. Alright, we have Golisopod. Let's set out an energy ball. Nope, okay, first impression. Yeah, he's gone. So, we're sending out Ace. We're going to do a 3-time Hone Claw, I think. Liquidation. Another liquidation. If it has Brine, I'm in trouble. I'm going to use Drill Peck now. Yep, I was able to get through Golisopod without its ability triggering. I understand you want to go over the news. Gotta go. Okay. Doublade. His last Pokemon. Power Trip. Sorry about that. Alright, and victory is mine. Defeated Swordbert. Or Swordward. My noble Pokemon. And so I am defeated. We've driven them back. Now we can head up to the roof. Hi, Marco. What was that sound? Ah, well, it appears that my younger brother was given enough time. Should we head up? I'm gonna go heal. I am not going to head right up. I am going to go heal. Marco, stretch. How is that comfortable? Hi. Doot, 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 doot. Beep. Alright, muting myself again. There we go. Alright. What do you have to say about all this? Just about your younger brother was given enough time. I did it! I did it, older brother! Look. Looks like it came following after the rusted shield. I've bombarded it with Galar particles. Stop! Zamazenta is in pain. This is all because I let them get away with stealing the rusted shield. Yes, expose your true, barbaric, brutish nature. And reveal to us exactly what or who the false kings are. Eep! Younger brother! Don't attack me! Go into town and sow as much destruction as you can. It's trying to suppress it, calm itself, but it can't control all the power. Zamazenta! I was hoping we could just calm it down like we did with the others, but our opponent is a legendary Pokemon. If you're thinking about catching it, think again. I hate to admit it, but if anyone can stop it, it's gotta be you, Druid. I'll keep everyone else safe down here, so you don't have to worry about a thing. You just focus on calming down Zamazenta. It's coming, Druid! And here it is, the first battle with Zamazenta. Zamazenta's Dauntless Shield, its defense rose. But we aren't going to be focusing on defense. We're going to be using Sludge Wave. It's going to play rough. We did not trigger the poison. This is not good. I know, Marco. I dare you. Defense rose sharply. Zamazenta battle time. Okay, another Sludge Wave, but it still didn't trigger poison. Iron defense. It's currently only... Well, it should only be Fairy type, right?
No, it's fighting.
Oh, yeah. Fighting without the shield form.
Zacian is fairy without it being in sword form.
Yeah, that's why I was getting
It
confused
just adds
here.
steel typing whenever they gain their forms.
Yeah. I'm trying to get poison to trigger with Sludge Wave. I'm having very bad luck with that. But yeah, Zamazenta is level 70.
It's always funny to throw the quick ball immediately, though. You never know. Whenever you get into the actual battle.
Yeah, with one you can actually catch.
Yeah, because you can't catch the enraged one.
Nope. Time to finish the battle. You're going to use Crunch. That's fine. I'm going to use Draining Kiss. And I have Big Root equipped. Alright, now to mute again in Discord. Zamazenta, are you alright? Hop, watch out!
Almost got with one timer ball.
Zacian? Thanks for saving me, Zacian. Looks like it still can't control all that power. I don't like this, Druid. Not one bit. I'm going to go after Zamazenta. And this belongs to Zamazenta, not you. Hop took back the rusted shield. Yeah! But please don't hurt my younger brother. Zacian. Zacian stares into your eyes.
Nice.
As expected of the champion, you took complete control of the situation. Plus, it looks like that Pokemon is waiting for you. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and heal my Pokemon, then return and catch Zacian. Okay, I healed up my Pokemon and I'm going to fight Zacian now. And catch it. Gives you a calm look. Ready the rusted sword to catch Zacian. Yes. And there it is in its full power form. Zacian has
Yes,
a
behold,
tense
one
look in
of
its
the
eye.
strongest Pokemon in the series.
Yes, and behold, a quick ball. Almost. That was turn one.
Bruh, I didn't even get a single shake when I threw mine.
I'm just better with the quick ball cheese. Uh, let's do an earth power. No, let's go with ice beam and try and freeze it for turn two. As it uses
Thank you for the look,
Behemoth
Nier.
Blade. Did not get the freeze off. So turn three, I'm gonna get knocked out. Oh, I'm not gonna get knocked out. It's gonna use Sword Stance. I'm gonna get another chance to freeze it. Is it gonna do it again for turn four? No, it's gonna use Crunch. I'm down.
Oh.
Use next Pokemon. Uh, let's send you out. Get a decent damage off with a Thunderbolt. It's turn five. as it uses Sword Stance again. Turn 6, another Thunderbolt. As it uses Behemoth Blade and is going to knock Betty out of the game.
Get him with the Thunderbolt.
Use next Pokemon. Let's send out Ace.
Really have an answer for this, do I? Well,
Steel Wing for turn 7. Or not. Turn 8. We'll use Bug Buzz. I hope. Turn 9. Does Fairy resist Dark?
Yes.
Okay, so it should be neutral. Oh, it's using Behemoth Blade anyway. This is bad. Was Behemoth Blade the Steel type move?
Yes.
Yeah. Alright, well, we're on turn 10, and we're using Eternatus now. So, it's turn 10. It didn't shake. And it's using Behemoth Blade.
I should have some redemption alerts before too long. It's just a matter of I need to figure out how to cut down some videos because I want them to be my alerts.
Okay, so I lost that one.
You may need to master ball that thing.
Yeah, it was one hitting everything because it's Zacian.
Yeah.
I was trying to get Freeze. I was trying to get Freeze off after the Quick Ball didn't go. That was my plan. RNG did not like my plan.
Mm-mm. Also, yeah, it doesn't help that immediately Zacian enters battle +1 attack.
And then that's what got sword dancing.
That is what pushed it into anything goes because they nerfed it in Scarlet and Violet because that was every time that it hit the battlefield, it got the +1 attack. In Scarlet and Violet, they made it once per battle.
Yeah. I imagine baton passing between it and Zamazenta in Anything Goes Sword and Shield was...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was not fun.
Holy... You saw that, right?
You really just get it in the Quick Ball. Wow, that's impressive, actually. Maybe it took pity on you.
I just, the Quick Ball cheese!
Zacian and Zamazenta's catch rate is 45 out of 255. Easier than normal legendaries, but still. being able to do that with just one quick ball is impressive. Like I said, maybe the game took pity on you because of what happened before.
I named it Slash.
Fitting.
Okay, let's see. Who am I sending out? I'll send Betty back.
And I'm just waiting for. I'm just grinding while waiting for the final battle with Hop.
Alright, I gotta mute.
Yep.
Wow, brilliant! Seems like you've been recognized by real royalty. What a sublime battle. I threw a ball! We were so preoccupied with fussing over who the new king was. How terribly uncouth like. Hey, you, spiky head. Ugh. Why would I go expecting those two to start learning some manners now? My older brother and I will atone for our crimes. Please escort us to the appropriate place. If you really want to atone, what's with that posh superior attitude? Yeah, whatever. Druid, I think I understand why you became the champion. But please don't go calling me anymore. Seems like I'm only getting called out when you're in a sticky situation. Professor Sonia, I can't ask you to forgive me, but I am truly sorry for deceiving you. I was really hurt at first, but I've rallied. Thanks to you, I ended up learning quite a bit. Yeah, that came off a bit more sarcastic than I thought it would. Well, please continue to do your best as a professor. Righto, we've stopped them from causing any harm. Still, I hope Zamazenta's okay. Beep beep beep. Druid, your Rotom phone. Probably Hop, I reckon. Hello, Druid? I was just... Whoa, hey, calm down. I suppose you heard that. Yeah, I've got Zamazenta here with me. You okay? Zamazenta started going crazy, so things have been... Or, or, things have been better. But I'm hanging in here. I could sure use your help, though. Get over here quick as you can, would you? I'll be waiting for you in the heart of the slumbering weald. He sure sounds like he's got his hands full. Guess some things never change. Even in his Pokeball, Zamazenta seems worried about its partner. We should get over to the, or we should go to the slumbering weald and see how Hop and Zamazenta are doing. All right, I don't have to heal up.
All right, and just in time because I just finished this raid battle.
I mean, I probably have to leave this building entirely because... Oh, I can take a flying taxi from the roof.
Yep. I mean, you're on a roof. That should make sense.
It should, but I wasn't expecting Pokemon to make sense.
True, fair enough. I think it was Gold, Silver, and Crystal. You could fly off of the Tin Tower.
All right, I am right there, and I'm ready to walk forward.
All right, I'm going to swap out my Phalanx for
There. Everything's all
Zamazenta,
right.
because that only makes sense. Trade a fighting type for another one.
You don't have to lose control. You can manage this. I know you can. You're the true hero who protected the Galar region, after all. Oh, got everything under control? See, I knew you could do it, champ. Hop, you look a fright. You two made it. And yeah, I was just focused on trying to calm down Zamazenta, so rushing in and trying to calm a legendary hero head on was awful reckless. Urgh. Looks happy now. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Though I can tell you, things were looking pretty dire here at first. What? Right? Really? You sure about this? What did Zamazenta say? That it thinks I'm worthy of it. That it'll become my Pokemon. I'm pretty sure that's what it was anyway. Or that was it anyway. Wait, seriously? That's totally crazy. Is it... Is it really okay? Alright, here I go then. When the Pokemon wants to be caught. Hopcod Zamazenta. You two really are something. I still don't quite see anything like that in myself yet. But thanks to your help, I'm starting to. Druid, I've got a favor to ask. Though I hate to look like I'm copying that posture feed. Still, I want another battle against you. Everything started right here. In the Slumbering Weald. This will be a proper battle, Druid. Are you sure you're ready for me? No, but let's do it. Alright, let's go, Druid. Here we go! Double versus Greta. Let's do it, Druid. And all that. Start off with an Ice Beam. See if I can freeze the double. No. But I could use Sludge Wave as well. Double Edge.
Yep. The final battle with Hop. At least in the main story.
It's using Double Edge again. And yeah, I mean, we can battle him again in like the tower and things like that, the tournament. But this is the last real battle with him.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. A few of my Pokemon are leveled up. And he's going to send out probably his Corviknight now. No, it's Snorlax. Okay. Let's use a Sludge Wave now. If I remember, Snorlax is more of a special tank, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought so.
Its physical defense isn't as good, but
it's still good.
But it has a ton of bulk.
So Ace.
I mean, of course it does.
2 Hone Claws and then Steel Wing or a Power Trip. Yeah. And using Hammer Arm, we avoided it. Hone Claws. Might be able to get 3 off because they avoided the last Hammer Arm. Yeah. Let's get 3 of them off.
Nice.
Oh, we avoided. Let's get a 4th one. we might be able to take out all of them with just Corviknight now. Okay, this hammer arm hit. So we're at 149 out of 229. Low enough to start worrying, so let's go ahead and start fighting.
Yeah, I saw that one coming.
Alright, Pincharoon. This is actually a problem, but we're going to use Power Trip again, and we should knock it out in one. Yep. Alright, the only one on my team that's not level 70 is Robotnik, which is actually fitting.
Power Trip makes everything trivial. It really does.
Especially when you've got 3 or more Hone Claws.
That's part of the reason why I was disappointed I didn't get a Rookie D, because I knew about that strat.
Snipe Shot, huh? Yeah, you're faster than me. I knew you would be. Power Trip. Alright, Corviknight versus Corviknight, but I'm going to use a heal item now. It was a max of 3 heal items in trainer battles.
Yep.
I'm going to use a full restore on Ace.
Because besides the champion specifically, every gym leader and Elite Four member uses at least 3 healing items.
Right, they set up Light Shield. That's not going to help you.
Since most champion battles use up
Drill
to
Peck.
5, I think.
Not very effective because I'm Steel type, and yeah. I'm not talking about held items. I'm talking about used items too, and
That's what I'm talking about.
It's very annoying when it happens when you're right about to win. Alright, he's sending out a legendary dog, and I have a bird.
See, folks, that is a legendary dog. Remember, the ones that we always called that
Drill
previously,
Peck.
they're beasts.
Yes, they are the legendary beasts.
The only one that's most dog-like, I believe, is Entei. The other two, not so much. Of course, Entei's more lion-like if you think about it.
I think it kind of resembles those like guardian lion dogs.
Mm-hmm.
Suicune is 100% cat-like, and Raikou is a
Raikou is a
saber-toothed
saber-toothed.
tiger.
Yep.
Go, go, Power Rangers. You're going to use Crunch. We're going to use Drill Peck. I'm going to use second healing item of the battle, a Hyper Potion. Because I don't have any more full heals. Nope, not bag. Drill Peck.
You always gotta enjoy it whenever your opponent survives on 1 HP.
Mine didn't.
I also had the bigger uphill battle because I had to fight Zacian.
Yeah, you gotta end that battle fast.
Yeah, there was no way I was outspeeding that.
Thanks to you and Lee, I'll keep
A
on getting
critical hit
stronger.
when I have
I
50
know it.
HP left. From Behemoth Blade.
Yeah, and the build-up for Behemoth Blade is insane. You have to end the battle quick or it's going to be bad for you. That's all there is to it. Even if you have a team of level 100s.
Yeah.
That's our greatest champion for you. You really are strong, Druid. But getting beat this time felt a bit different. I may have lost, but I feel great.
+3 defense. Time to use the healing
You know
item.
what, Druid? I think I found my dream of a dream of my own. I want to be someone who can help out Pokemon that are in trouble, wherever they are. I think I want to be or become a Pokemon professor. I started thinking or might when we were going around all the stadiums to help the Pokemon that were running out of control. I know I don't know enough about Pokemon yet, and I've got no experience for this sort of thing, but I'm going to study and learn a whole lot. And someday I'll become the sort of professor that you, Druid, and you, Sonia, well, the sort that you would be proud to know. I'm going to take a different path than you and Lee are taking, Druid, but I'll still think,
Okay,
I'll always
one
think of you
more.
as my true rival. There's nothing I'd like better. Same here. We'll always be rivals, you and me. No fair. You two are so young and cute. I'm tearing up. Sonia, getting a bit weepy in your old age, eh?
Ah!
What? I'm still young and super energetic. Say, Hop, fancy becoming my assistant at the lab?
Crit.
What?
He crit me.
I've got all the books and data and Pokemon you could ever want. Since you want to become
There's no way
be a
I'm faster
professor
than
someday, I'll oversee your studies.
Nope.
Then I'll
I
definitely
lost.
Or then I definitely want to. Only, you sure I can really be of any help to you? Of course. Mind
Yep,
you, it'll
I lost.
be a lot of work. Work's really been piling up since I lost my first assistant. Wait, so what you really mean is you're offering me the position to help yourself out? Fine. I'll still do a bang-up job. You'll have my back too, right, Druid? And we get Hop's Rare League card. And those two are here. Well, now. That certainly was a splendid battle and a refreshing back and forth. What? Well, now. That truly touched my heart. Huh? Swordward and Shieldberg? With Piers and even Lee? What are you lot doing here? No need to for the noisemaker, young lady. We have come to meet with the young Mr.
Oh,
or Miss
problem.
Druid. They didn't get the chance to properly apologize yet. And I'm here to keep an eye on them. They did technically descend from the original King of Galar, after all. Seems you lot have been up to all sorts of things while I was stuck in Rose Tower trying to take care of the mess the chairman left behind. You've no idea. These two were forcing Pokemon to Dynamax all over the place. And for that, we are truly sorry. Look at our sorriness. We thought only of ourselves and brought harm to innocent Pokemon. We have truly caused a large amount of trouble. Miss Druid, you helped us even though we did those awful things. You are truly worthy of the throne. You could say it's a Dynamax-sized amount of worthiness. I told you to. Zacian and Zamazenta are the real royalty. Incorrect. We have abdicated the title to her, There are no other rulers but Druid. And now that I look closely, you absolutely do have the air of a celebrity. Well, fancy that. I think you've grown on them, Druid. Oh dear, reluctantly, I am afraid we too must away. Our tour of apology to those we've troubled awaits. Well then, goodbye! Oi, don't go running off on your own. Up. Eh, what? Just so you know, I saw your Pokemon battle against Champion Druid. You sure have gotten strong. You're so good, I nearly sent out my Charizard without thinking, wanting to join in on the fun. It seems like you've found your own path to walk in life, Top. As your older brother, no. As your rival, you have my full support. I do? Oh, he gave you some pretty high praise. You look like the Meowth's got your tongue, Hop. Ah, zip it, Sonia. I do not. Alright, I guess we should get going too. Right. Then it's a race to see who gets back home first. And that concludes the post game.
I lost to Hop. I had a lot of BS happen.
You didn't finish the Zacian off quickly, did you?
I had no priority moves. Well, I do, but the Pokemon that had it was down. Also ran into another interesting dilemma. Zamazenta, despite being a fighting type, does not learn any fighting type moves.
Zamazenta, being a fighting type,
Yep.
does not learn any fighting type moves.
Nope. And the only move that it can learn via TM is Revenge.
Huh. Well, I'm going to mute myself and get the Slowpoke now.
Alright.
The train to the Isle of Armor has arrived. Those with an armor pass, please board the train. Do you have an armor pass? Of course, I totally have one. Please allow me to check your pass. Slow. Oh, a Slowpoke. Uh-oh. It looks like another one's gotten on the train and ridden over from the Isle of Armor. Slow. You're a Pokemon trainer, right? If Slowpoke blocks the ticket gate, it'll cause trouble for the other customers. Slowpoke are actually pretty heavy, so do you think you could catch it for me? Slow. Battle Slowpoke in order to catch it? Yes. Slow? Alright, we're sending out Robotnik. We have not healed. Oh well. We only lost one Pokemon. I was rude with my Corviknight. Quick ball cheese! Mordred. Or Morgana. Not Mordred. Add to party. Actually, no, we'll put her in the box for now. Thanks much. Slowpoke can be a big trouble to move sometimes. Wow, amazing! The way you caught that Slowpoke was absolutely the coolest. Was the absolute coolest. We apologize for the wait. We have checked your armor pass. All aboard the train to the Isle of Armor. Mind your step when boarding. Please be aware that there will be a connection along the way. Okay. I'm headed to a place called the Isle of Armor. I'm going to catch some rare Pokemon and do some training. Let's hang out, or let's hang if we meet up again. Okay? Bye bye. See you then, or then see ya. Blah, 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 words. Hi, Baboosh. And with that, even though it wasn't a race, I got there first. I caught the Slowpoke with a quick ball, so let's take a look at the stats on it. Starts off level 12. It has a sassy nature.
That's not bad because it's not quick to begin with.
Yeah.
And special defenses are actually decently high.
Its ability is Gluttony, though. But that might change when it evolves.
It does.
Yeah. For now, I'm going to hold on to it. I will evolve it once I get the item for that. That way it can get the stats from that. Unless Galarian Slowpoke learns anything special.
I don't think it does.
Alright then. In other news, I'm going to have some Battle Tower stuff to do.
Yep.
And then some evolving of a Silvally. Which may actually help in that, honestly.
I believe you get the Soothe Bell from a random NPC. You have to just talk to somebody in one of the towns. I forget where exactly. Okay, that time. Okay, this time I went in with a different strat and I won.
Good job. The strategy should be get the sword dog down fast.
Well, teaching Zamazenta an actual fighting type move helped. Who would have guessed?
Oh, what did you teach it?
Revenge, because it's the only thing it could learn.
I mean, against the sword dog, that's probably the best bet. Okay. I'm actually going to look it up real quick. Alright, it's in Hammerlock, first house on the right, after the Pokemon Center. It says, as the first answer on Google. Girl near a Chandelure. No, it's a girl near a Chuto. Oh, it's in the same place you get the effort ribbon. And I'm going to end this one off on doing some battle tower training. I will see if anything has come along on the front of whether or not I have entered Greta, Zacian, and Eternatus. But yeah, I'll try and see about getting the family pass before we do our next one. That way we can start it off with a battle. But what do we want the level cap to be is a question. Grass knot. Of course. Oh, a Trevenant. Two grass ghost types in a row. And you're going to use Will-O-Wisp, of course. Okay. And Protect. Of course, Protect. Rabambi. Time for Behemoth Blade. Of course, Protect. Even burned, it's a one-hit KO. Keep battling. Mimikyu. you use protect. You also have disguise. And curse.
All right, and there's the Slowpoke.
Congratulations! Did you name it Mega Man?
Not yet.
I named mine Morgana because it was
I'm
a
going to.
female.
I'm actually going to name it Rock because that's Mega Man's real name.
Fair.
Plus defense minus special defense. Yeah, it's all right.
It's mint worthy though.
Yeah. Alrighty then. Well, I think that's where I'm going to end things off, at least.
Yeah, I'll end mine here too. So I'll go ahead and drop from the call.
Yep.
And I hope you all had a wonderful day, night, evening, whatever you're up to, whenever you're up to it, wherever you're up to it, however you're up to it, whoever you're up to it with, and whyever you're up to it. Make sure to drop a follow here on Twitch. And if you're watching on YouTube, make sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe down below. No matter the site, no matter the time, no matter the place. Hit that bell for notifications to see when I go live next. And check out my Discord where I send out a go live notifications and where you can vote on things like what game I play next, what kind of character I make, what kind of chaos to add to my games. Yes, that's right, Marco. If you are watching on YouTube, make sure to check out my channel here in the middle. It's where I post all my VODs. And if that's too many VODs for you, not a problem. If you don't know where to start, you don't know where to begin. It's too much, it's too confusing, and you're lost in the sauce. Over here on the right's a video or playlist of me playing an entirely different game. It's as good a place to start as any, right? And if my stuff wasn't for you, but you stuck around anyway, you're awesome, you're amazing, and you deserve this video on the left that YouTube thinks you will like. Have a good one, everyone. Stay safe, stay happy, stay crazy, and bye!